Hi class, we are going to talk about overloading unary operators. So what's unary? Actually, it just means that it involves one object. Instead of what we saw in the last video, we were dealing with binary operators, which involves two objects. For example, money 1 plus money 2, money 1 equals money 2. So that's all. We sometimes will need this, for example, in the situation where we want to be able to represent a money value that is negative, like when we do in accounting. So we want the negative amount 1 will represent something like negative $15. So to do so, it's basically very similar to what we talked about just earlier. What we would do is to use operator and then the symbol to replace the function name. We would put this whole thing in the money class, preceded with the keyword friend. We would use the same passing in the object using an ampersand to pass by reference and a const, because we don't need to change the value of the money that we are passing in. This is going to return a new money object. So compare this to a binary operator. There are two parameters, right? Amount 1 and amount 2. Just want to show you that. And also compare that to negative. This character could also represent minus, like a subtraction. So, but also want to I think it's okay. So just want to point out that to implement it exactly the same like before, we are not putting anything in front. We don't have to say money : before the name of the friend function. And then the implementation, we can actually use the all sense, which is a private variable, which is basically the reason why we use friend function. So to demo, as you can see, this is what we have from last time. We already overloaded the operator plus operators equal. So now we would do our unary negative is like a negative amount. So what will return will be a money, and then we will say operator minus, and then we would use a const because we are passing in by reference but don't want to change the amount. So this will be our declaration, or we should probably we should write the comments, but I think for now we are okay. I just want to demo to you how to do the implementation part. Hopefully you learned enough about commands to know what you are supposed to do. So we get rid of the friend keyword, and now we would just declare a temporary money so that it holds the amount. The interesting thing here is that we are actually calling something that we have not, we are implementing, but let's not discuss it. Let's just leave it this way. This is how the textbook is doing. If I were to do it though, I will show you how I would do it. I would probably just call the constructor, and then put this, and then a -1 times amount dot all sense. I think it makes it clearer and don't have to do, I feel like this is okay. Let's just leave it that way. And so how do we test if it is working, right? So I would just want to say maybe, you know, this is the negated amount, and then I would do a, actually this is what I'm going to well, that's one way to do it, but let's do a simpler way. So I'm just saying your amount will equals to negative your amount, and just leave it that way. And so we are changing your amount to the negative value. So at the end, when we add it, it will be adding to a negative of what we input. So if we run the program, we compile it first, then we enter $5.04 again, and so you see the amount is negated, and then when it adds to the negative number. That's what I want to show you. So to recap what we've talked about, we talk about the difference of binary and unary operators, and then demoed how to overload a unary operator negation. But you can basically overload, for example, the plus also. Next, we would talk about how to overload this is called extraction in insertion operators for the basically output stream and input stream. See you in the next video.